Hi. So, you just did your video. I should be better at starting these by now, but I'm not. And you said something that happened this week. I didn't have anything really exciting happen this week, like babies had appointments. I've heard about those, but that's not really with me. I had a bloody nose today. Like, I gave my presentation, I got my lesson, and I got done, and every time I talk for a really long time, I get a stuffy nose. So, I'd taken them to their recess, which is like an explorer time at the museum, and I went to go blow my nose. So I blew it, and I was going to go back to recess, and I felt some dripping. I'm like, goodness, I just blew it. So I went like this, and then I'm like, wait a sec, crap. And I'm like, ugh. I had blood, and I got some on my shirt. I don't know if you can see, but that right here, it's got some blood on it. One of the purple parts. I don't know. Yeah, got blood on my shirt, and I'm still wearing it, I know. But it's purple, so you can't tell. So yeah, that was the most exciting thing that happened. What else? Oh, and so other things that made me really happy this week was at first that the Merlin Season 5 DVD, the complete collection, is coming out in April, I think I saw. I have to double check that it's a complete season, but I'm pretty sure I saw that. So that makes me really excited. I don't have to wait a whole year. So I'm probably going to pre-order it soon. And then I'm going to watch the commentaries and the extras. And I've probably already seen most of them on YouTube, but it makes me excited anyway. Well, the commentaries I haven't seen. I've probably read, well, heard, I guess. But I probably read most of the stuff on Tumblr anyway. But another thing that makes me happy is Sherlock Season 3 doing their read-through. And pretty much having a Season 4 confirmed. I really like Sherlock. And I'm excited to see how Sherlock actually survived that fall. Like, I'm assuming he jumped into, like, that garbage truck place thing, but I don't know. The current TV show that I've been watching, like I said, I'd watched some Buffy, but I haven't continuously kept watching. I've watched a lot of Republic of Doyle. It's a Canadian TV show that my sister introduced me to. My parents were over there. They're talking about me. Do you ever have it that someone says your name, your head like whips over there because you've heard them talk about it? I swear. I can always hear it when they're talking about me. Anyways, Republic of Doyle. It's set in Newfoundland, so that's how they got involved. They recognize a lot, like my sister recognizes a lot of places that they film because she was there. So yeah, I really like it. It's like a detective show, and I really like it. And I've been watching it with my sister and my brother-in-law. The books, Game of Thrones. I started it, but I haven't really started it. So if you want to keep up track with me, we can like set up certain chapters that we have to get read through, because maybe that'll encourage me to read through them, and maybe I'll try not to read too fast, because I know you read at a slower rate than I do for stuff. So if you want to read it, you can rent it or something, and we can set like having to read 4 chapters by this date or something, and then we can talk about it. If you want to do that, we can do that. And so we can do that through all that series if you want. And I haven't. And again, I'll read at whatever rate you want to read at. I won't speed through it. So, another thing. I have a list. Actually, I have a list today instead of just rambling completely. Though I'm still rambling completely. So, the other day at choir a couple weeks ago, I saw all these boxes of old books outside of the choir room. And I've actually discovered today where they came from, but and I'm like, why are these old books out here? They're not in the library, so are they going to throw them away? What are they here for? And they're books such as Wordsworth's poetical works. Wordsworth, if you've ever heard of him, really a popular dude. I know another one I stole. I stole a lot of books from the ones I just brought down here. Another one is a Manual of English History. So it goes through the kings of England. So it talks about the Saxon line and the House of Lancaster and stuff. So all the way back to the Saxons when they're speaking Old English, like Merlin's Sherlock kind of thing, or Forbernon, would be Egbert. And that's where they start. and it goes through till the Norman invasion. So when the French, I've talked to you about linguistic stuff. So when the French started to invade, so with William the First, William the Conqueror, and then it goes through Tudor. So you've probably heard of the Tudors, or well, we can talk about the Plantagenet with the Richard III. I've talked about Richard III probably because of my Shakespeare class. And plus, he was the dude that if you remember when we went to England, Krista, maybe not you, Lindsay, since you weren't there, but there was a tower where they said that these little boys, they think was the last place they'd seen these princes, and they think Richard III killed them. That's this Richard III. And it goes to then the Tudor family, so with Henry VIII. So, divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. You know that dude? And then Queen Elizabeth. And then it goes all the way to the House of Brunswick. So it goes to Queen Victoria. And this is an old book. Let's check the copyright. 1877 and 1900. So, like, Victoria would have just died when this was published, and since it was being written in her reign, she was probably alive when they wrote this book. Crazy. So, I think that's pretty awesome, and I'm really excited to read through it, because, you know me, I like British history. So if you're a Brit watching this, if you ever do, it's something about your monarchy, because some of the kings and queens are a little crazy, but I love that about them. Like, I know our presidents are crazy here, but they're not as interesting. I don't know. So, that is what I was going to talk about. Lindsay, do you want me to read books and try and convince you to read them? I know you won't ever read Game of Thrones. So I'll try and come up with a book that I think you would read. And read that on top of Game of Thrones, because I can usually keep track of 2 books at a time. But I'll have to think of something that is outside of your normal genre, but at the same time is within it. I don't know. I don't remember what else you guys talked about. Because I liked your house, Lindsay. We should visit. And Krista. God, I hate it when you say that you're suck at your art, because it's amazing, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And you want to see some of my photographs. I take a lot of on Instagram when I'm bored at work, so if you want to look at my Facebook and go to Instagram or something. Otherwise, I'll maybe post some later on Facebook or something. Okay. So I'm gonna go because this is really long. I didn't think I'd ramble for this long. So, I'll talk to you guys. I'll talk to you later, lovelies. Bye.